So let's look at perimeter and area. Let's start with perimeter. Perimeter being the distance around the edge of a shape, and it's measured in meters, centimeters, millimeters, could be kilometers, any variation of meters. So if we have a rectangle, it has one side as its length, another as its breadth. The perimeter P is equal to 2 times L plus B, because that's L and that's B. So we can say we could say L plus B plus L plus B, but that's the same as twice L plus B. And the perimeter for a square of sides of equal length is simply 4 times L, the length. And moving on to area, to consider area. Area, if you like, is the amount of space covered by any given shape. And its units are meters squared, centimeters squared, millimeters squared, because we are multiplying one dimension by the other. So we have m by m, and that's m to the 2, meters squared. So the area for a rectangle is simply its length by its breadth. The area of a square of equal sides length L is L times L, or we can say L squared. The area of a triangle is given by half times the base, whatever the base length is, half by the base, multiplied by this height here, h. And this height is very important. It's perpendicular to the base. It's at 90 degrees to the base. And if we look at this triangle here, if we were to find the area of this triangle, we use the same formula. It's a half times the base times the height of this line, which is perpendicular to this base that we've chosen. So let's look at some area and perimeter examples. So find the area of the triangle given. Okay, so here's our triangle. It has a base of 10, a height of 8, which is perpendicular to the base. So the area is simply half times the 10 by the 8, 40 centimeters squared. Look at this triangle here. Here we have a dimension here, which is a line, dimension of a line, 13 centimeters, which is perpendicular to this side here. So we will call this side our base, and we'll use this as our h because it's perpendicular to the base. So our area is half 24 times 13, and that's equal to 156 centimeters cubed. And let's find the area of this shape here, which is a triangle that's sitting on a rectangle. This side is 11, 18, and this perpendicular height to this triangle here is 8. So the area is the area of the triangle plus the area of the rectangle. The area of the triangle is half this base of 18 times 8, and the area of the rectangle is simply the length by the breadth. So that's 72 plus 198. The area of all this shape here is 270 centimeters cubed. Okay, let's find the area of the square, or a square, with perimeter equal to 40. Well, the perimeter is given by 4 times the length of one side of the squares. So 40 is equal to 4 times L. So the length of one side must be 40 over 4, it must be 10 centimeters. If its perimeter is 40, it's 10, 10, 10, 10, because it's square. Okay, so each side is worth 10. Therefore, the area must be the 10 times 10, L by L, 100 centimeters squared. And again, find the perimeter of a given square whose area is 81 centimeters squared. Well, the area is given by L times L, or L squared. If 81 is L squared, then L must be equal to the square root of 81, must be 9, i.e. L is equal to 9 times 9 is equal to 81, so L must be 9. And if L is 9 and the perimeter is 4 times L, then the perimeter must be equal to 36 centimetres. And finally, from page 161, question 9, find the perimeter and area of this shape here, okay? And first of all, the perimeter is simply add up all the sides, so we have 6 plus 8 plus 2 plus 9 is 25. And to find the area of all this shape, I said that we should look for shapes within the shapes. So immediately if I look at that shape, I look at it a second time and I can see that it is in fact made up of a rectangle plus a triangle. Okay, so the area is the sum of the area of the rectangle 8 by 2 plus the area of the triangle of base 4 and height 8. So it's 2 by 8 for the rectangle plus half 4 by 8 is 16 plus 16, 32 centimetres squared.